Hi Lucy. So I literally just got out of the shower. My hair looks terrible. I look terrible today. Really tired and sunburnt. But I promised you that I'd catch up on my video reviews, on my book reviews. So I'm doing that right now before I go to my sister's house. I noticed yesterday in yesterday's video that I look around a lot. I look to the left and then to the right and then it's really annoying. So this video gonna focus right here. I read this book called Purge in Queensland. I read it in a day because it's a really rainy day. We didn't do much, so I read it, sat down on the couch and read it in a day. I bought this book online because it looked really interesting, not because of the things that we've been through, but because I was just really interested in I don't know finding out a bit more about eating disorders. I don't know, and even though it was a novel, it wasn't it's not a non-fiction book. It is a fiction book, but I thought it'd be interesting just to get like a different aspect of eating disorders that I don't really know much about. Anyway, so this book was about a girl who was admitted into an eating disorders clinic because she's bulimic, and really she doesn't. She thinks she's normal, but she really just she's really in denial when she first gets there. You also find there's like a massive difference in the book between anorexics and bulimics. There's this massive like not rivalry, but like especially during mealtime they like don't talk, and there's lots of tensions. And there are also two male characters who are in the eating disorder ward. One has anorexia, and the other has a type of bulimia, but it's like they define it as he eats lots. Because he's a wrestler, he eats lots to put on weight, but then to lose weight to get into different like weight levels, he won't eat at all, and that's apparently classified as an eating disorder. And it was really interesting. Even though it was based around her, you found out a lot about the other characters as well, and like what happened for them, to before they get got their eating disorders, like the things that happened before. And lots of different things happen. You can kind of tell that so many different things can happen that are irrelevant to food and eating that can like lead up to an eating disorder. So it's really interesting to look at. In the end, well, actually, I won't spoil it for you, just in case you want to borrow it and read it if you're interested. But I found it really interesting. I also have um found worked out last night whilst reading another book that when I think about books, I'm quite self-centered, and when I take books into consideration, I compare them to my life and lives that I know and the world that I live in. But then I realized that there are 6 billion people in the world, and after reading a book, sometimes I'm like, well, that's really unrealistic, and that would never happen. But who am I to know? There are 6 billion people in this world, and I'm just like, oh, that would never happen because it's never happened in my world. I've never seen it happen. But I realized that I don't know. I think I'm a bit self-centered when I think about books, and um I think I judge them too quickly when I say I didn't really like this book because this would never really happen in real life. Well, it could. Like, how am I to know that it never would happen in real life? So anyway, that's not really anything to do with the book that I just to read to do with Purge, but that's just what I worked out last night when I was reading a book. Anyway, so I'm about to finish another book, so I'll post a video on that soon when I'm done. I hope to see you soon. Hopefully we can catch up next week sometime. See ya.